You've probably heard of the Hartal Doctor contract movement, where contract doctors went on a strike in July and walked out of hospitals to protest how they've been treated by government policy. But what pushed protesters to do this? Well, due to an influx of medical graduates, a contract system was introduced in December of 2016. It was supposed to be a stopgap measure, but it's been 5 years, and the contract system is still ongoing, with contract doctors not receiving the same benefits as permanent doctors. This means no paid study leave, no maternity leave, no hazard and TB leave, no government housing loan schemes, and an unstable career path for them overall. Despite the government's assurance that most contract doctors will be given permanent posts, in July it was reported that only around 3% of contract doctors actually managed to get a permanent position. Some say that contract doctors aren't absorbed permanently because there aren't enough hospitals or that there are too many permanent doctors already, but is this really true? KKM revealed in 2018 that Malaysia is facing a critical shortage of healthcare professionals and not enough clinical specialists. And this was before the pandemic, before hospitals were swamped with COVID patients. The issue here isn't so much the glut of doctors being produced every year, rather it's the lack of allocation to increase the number of posts available. Almost half of rural clinics in Sarawak don't have doctors, which shows the uneven distribution of medical professionals across the country. Some might think we don't have the budget for any more permanent posts, but Malaysia is only spending 4.4% of its gross domestic product on healthcare, compared to the recommended 7% by the World Health Organization. Pension schemes for permanent doctors might also pose an issue for our budget, but the Hartal Doctor contract movement has actually said that they aren't asking for a traditional pension scheme along with a permanent position. They've already been receiving a KWSP scheme since housemanship, and that would already suffice alongside a permanent post. So according to the movement's claims, it actually costs nothing from the government budget to absorb a contract doctor into a permanent position, as the government doesn't need to allocate more budget for pension schemes. Seems like a win-win situation. So what now? As their demands have not yet been met, the movement is planning a symbolic mass resignation strike if the government fails to give permanent posts to the remaining 22,000 contract doctors by December. This would be a historic event for Malaysia, a testament to young frontliners who have just had enough.